when you come out of a comfort zone is you enter the fear zone, right? You are trying to navigate, and a lot of people don't like to navigate into that fear. They don't want to address the fear. They see it as a paralyzing agent, fear. Fear stops us from doing a lot of things. It's that fight or flight or freeze. And most people, when they come out of a comfort zone, feel the freeze. They just are paralyzed by the fear. And that paralysis really stops them from moving forward. So they figure, why am I even going to step into that? But because it's a progression, you have to move. The thing between comfort and learning is fear, right? And fear, as an advisor, says, okay, you have to go out and learn something. You have to go experience something. You have to go gain the knowledge of something. And a lot of people are just too afraid to go into that time of testing. People don't like to be tested. People, like, they get, exam anxiety, and they don't want to be tested by the fear. And that's what fear does is it creates all of these symptoms of paralysis, and it creates this doubt and this judgment of yourself that, oh, you should have known this already, or you shouldn't have to go and learn that thing. But we think as business owners sometimes, and I see this with a lot of our clients, they all think they should have all the answers. And you don't have all the answers. And that's why you have to pass through from the comfort zone to the fear zone, because that fear is going to trigger the answers that you really are necessarily looking for. You need to look for those things, because if you don't learn, and then you don't grow, because the two zones that follow that fear are the learning and the growth zones. And that's what puts us into a new world. And then once you've learned and you've grown, you enter a new comfort zone. And then you have the cycle starts all over again. And I just think people are everybody just wants to get to the end point. And there is no end point. It's a cycle that's continuous over and over and over. You get used to something, then you have to go through fear again, then you gotta go learn about it, and then you grow, and then you're back into comfort, and then you gotta go fear and learn and grow, and it's over and over. And people don't like to pass through those cycles. And I think that's why a lot of people just stop and stay in the comfort zone. And I think technology, to go back to technology, what we were talking about earlier, technology forces us out of that comfort zone so frequently and so often, because it's constantly changing. I mean, you and I tell people all the time, take 90 days to work on this. When was the last time we got through any software without an update in less than 90 days? Like, every day there's a software update. My iPhone, I think, updates at least once a week lately. And it's like this constant new information, and it throws us into a spiral. And you have to figure out, okay, am I going to try to keep up, or am I going to try to just keep learning? Right? And that's a big difference. People feel like they have to keep up, and you don't have to keep up necessarily. My opinion is you just have to keep learning, and that will help you to keep up.